this saying, I like the night life rather than day life. What is night life, by the way? What's night life? Party, and you could do anything you want because nobody will see you because it's night. What about the daylight? It's work.
Yes.
And then if you do something, people will see you because it's daytime. Now I hope that tonight, as I will share to you the title of the message, I'll be sharing the light that nobody wants. Do you remember in Genesis, God said, in the beginning what? God created heaven and the earth. And then in the following verse it says, let there be light. And there was light. When He created, He said, there was light. What He gave us? So that there will be a light. He gave us what? Sun. He gave us moon. He gave us stars. Then there is light. Now, I've been looking this. I hope you could see this one here. What it says? I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. When we believe and receive the Lord Jesus Christ, you have the light. The good thing is, the good news is, because God don't want us to walk in darkness, what He gave us? He gave us what? The Bible. He gave us what? The Holy Spirit. Third, He gave us what? The church. Now because of that, we could walk in the light. But I tell you, this light, nobody liked it. And I hope tonight, at the end of the message, you will be able to say, I want that light. Let me establish here the context of the passage. In chapter 3, Nicodemus, who is member of the Jewish council, he went to Jesus Christ and he asked those questions. And sometimes Jesus Christ he's direct to the point. And the response of Jesus is a little bit, I don't know how you call it, it's a little bit harsh. It's a little bit puzzling and abrupt. What Jesus said? You must be born again. He repeated this phrase, you must be born again, 3 times. And being, you know how old Nicodemus at the time. He's really adult and it caused what? Puzzling. He was confused because in the age of Nicodemus, he could not go once again to the womb of her mom and be born again. Oh, it's confusing. Now in this chapter 3, this is where the very famous the daughter of Rigi recite. So in this context, this is about a conversation of Jesus Christ and Nicodemus. So we're going to look at, as part of their conversation, we're going to look at verse 19 here. Now, do you have your Bible with you? Please open your Bible with me in the book of John chapter 3 verse 19. I promise I will only speak 20 minutes. What it says, this is the verdict. Light, what? Has come into the world, but men love what? Darkness instead of light because their deeds were evil. If you own the Bible, I would like you to circle the word there, verdict. Now, the word verdict, the NIV, they use the word verdict. The English Standard Version, they use the word what? Judgment. And the New King James Version, I know there's some King James Version people here. What I'm trying to say, the old people. A New King James Version, they use the word condemnation. Now, if we look at this in Greek word, parang Tagalog din, crisis. In Greek word, it means crisis, which means the act of judging or assessing a person. So here, when you say the word verdict, there are some scholars, they paraphrase the statement so that people will understand more. And this is how they said. So, if they look at this, if they will reinstate this, they will say, this is the basis on which God judges the world. This is how God decides whether people are guilty or innocent. And the last one, this is how God counts things up when He judges people. So when the word there, this is a verdict, that's how you would say, maybe in our own dialect or words this time. What is the verdict of Jesus Christ? He said here, the people will be judged, what? In accordance on how they respond to the light. So this is really interesting because the people will not be judged according to what he did, but the people will be judged according to what he respond to the light. The choice is given to us. It's not on the side of God, but it's given to us. Here is the light, which is Jesus Christ. It's given to you and me. It's up to you if you would respond positively or reject Him. They were saying the salvation of every man and woman. You see that we don't have the doorknob here. The doorknob is not outside, but it's inside that we could hold them. It means it depends on you if you will decide to reject or accept Him. Now, let me give you here a story. A church in Uganda collapsed because the contractor, he tried to use these substandard materials in order to gain more money. But because of that, the church collapsed. And during the day of the dedication of the building, the contractor himself is there because the priest of that church is his own brother. So when the church collapsed, the contractor is one of those who died when the church collapsed. So sometimes we are caught up with our own evil way or evil doing. What this is, it says in verse 19 again, this is the verdict. Light has come into the world, but men love darkness instead of light because their deeds were evil. If you own your Bible, circle the word there, what? Instead. Now the word instead, it is a comparative adverb in the part of speech. In Greek word, instead is what? Malo, which means on the contrary or rather. So when you say instead, I would choose you rather than Mr. So-and-so. I would rather use the day or night. So the word rather is a comparative adverb that you have given two choices. In this context, we have two choices. Now, there are two opposing views that is presented to the audience of John at the time. So there are two opposing views. And you need to choose which one. You could not have two choices. You need to choose one. So the first view is light. So light, what is light? Light is closely linked with God. Light is associated with holiness and righteousness. God is light. Here is the opposing side, is what? Darkness. Darkness is closely associated with the activities of Satan. Wickedness, sinfulness, and unrighteousness. Now, there are two opposing views. This is how presented to them. light and darkness. Remember the word instead. Now, what they choose? Instead of choosing light, instead, they choose darkness. So this is the verdict. Light has come into the world, but man, what? Love darkness instead of light because their deeds were evil. I want you to take note there, the word love. Because love here is what? In past tense. When it's past tense, we suggest that the people, they prefer darkness, what? Than light. So the word love is they prefer to use, to choose darkness than light. Why do people prefer darkness instead of light? Now I want you to look at in verse 20. In verse 20, it says, everyone who does evil hates the light and will not come into the light for fear that his deeds will be what? Exposed. I don't like to go to light because if I'm going to go to light, what will happen now? My wickedness, my sinfulness is going to be revealed. I would rather stay in the dark so that whatever I want to do, nobody would see me. And I'm going to go to the light. I will be in trouble. You know this guy. This Mahatma Gandhi. Now Gandhi, during his waiting when he's going to die, he wrote this beside his deathbed. He said, my days are numbered. I am not likely to live very long, perhaps a year or a little more. For the first time in 50 years, I find myself in the slump of this pond. All about me is darkness. I am praying for what? Light. Even though in the end of the life of Mahatma Gandhi, he is looking for light. But I tell you, people who are living in the dark, they will hate to be in the light. Two reasons why people prefer darkness than light. The first, because the deeds were evil. Nobody would go to light when you're doing something that is not pleasing and acceptable to God. Another phrase here, their deeds are evil, but it is an expression of indicating habitually engaged in evil action. What does it mean? Now, if there is a certain thing that is going on, because they are already engaged habitually, their habit now is already evil. So whatever they will do, there is a system that is in place that the reaction is evil because it becomes their habit. Say again? Their deeds will be what? Exposed. In Greek, the word exposed is elencho, which means bring to light or to expose and then to convict them to evil deeds. My proposition to you tonight, the people have rejected the light because what? Their deeds are evil. And they don't want to be exposed their own sin. Why do you reject the light which is Jesus Christ? Because their deeds are evil and because they don't want their sin to be exposed. I want you to look at this carefully. I want you to look at this because I know this guy is popular among the atheists. This is what he said. Humans have always wondered about the meaning of life. Life has no higher purpose than perpetuate the survival of DNA. Life has no design, no purpose, no evil, and no good, nothing but blind, pitiless indifference, according to Richard Dawkins. This guy is a popular in the atheistic community. Now, hear this. Our mind is poisoned with this philosophical approach that there is no good, there is no evil. You could do what you want because there's no good and there's no evil. And I looked at this, another atheist website, and this is what he said. And Brain in Reality, he said, good and evil does not what? Exist. At the fundamental level, there is really no good and evil in the universe. Everything what? Justice. It is perception that frames reality. Good and evil is based on what? On perception. If I perceive now that this is good, then what I'm going to do is good. If I'm going to perceive that this is evil, then that what I'm going to do is evil. But the question now, who will define the perception? That this good perception is moral, is actually absolutely moral. Nobody will define the good perception and the evil perception. So I perceive that this is good, but actually you perceive it is bad. Nobody will define what is a good perception. Nobody will define what is an evil perception. So all of us here, each one of us have perceptions. And that's why it is necessary that we need to have an absolute truth, and that is the Word of God. That's the basis of our decision. That's the basis of everything we will do, because that is an absolute truth. Our society today continually doing wicked, evil things, and what they did? They hide themselves. Anyway, you could do what you want, because there is no good and there is no evil. This kind of society we have today, for sure, they will hate the light. If Jesus Christ will come today, it's the same situation when the light was rejected when Jesus Christ came. I want you, if you have your Bible with you, if you look at Ephesians chapter 5, verses 13 to 14, it says there, but everything what? Exposed by the light becomes visible. For it is light that makes everything possible. If you are doing something that you don't want anybody to know, you stay in the dark. Because if you're going to stay in the light is going to expose who we are. My friend, Christian is the bearer of the light of Christ. Because the light is in us, and I tell you, because the light of Jesus Christ is with us wherever we go, we are bringing the light, and people will hate you without any reason, because they will see that there is light in you. They will see that there is darkness within them. And they will get mad. They will hate you without any reason, because you have the light of Jesus Christ that is in you. Second here, it is a mandatory for us to let the what? Let the light shine for them to see that there is available option. The kind of light, maybe they're living in darkness. If you are going to live in light, they will see that there is another option of light, and that is the living in the light of Christ. If we will not live as a Christian, shining the light of Jesus Christ, those people in darkness, they will not see that there is another option of light. My friend, let your light shine. so that those people out there, they will be able to see that there is another life away living in darkness. This world is dark because what? The society have rejected the light. Walking in the dark without the light, for sure we will be lost. How I wish I asked my sweetie pie if it's possible I could turn off the light. And I have seen this. There is a glass there where the reflection of the light. How I wish that I could illustrate to you that walking in darkness without the light. Can you try it? Okay. My friend, and I believe the world is darker than this. And without the light, I tell you, all of us will be confused. We don't know where is our destination. We don't know what will be the meaning of our life without the light. But if you have this lamp that will guide you on your every step, that this light will guide your path wherever you are going. And this is what it says in Psalm 119, verse 105. It says that your word is what? Is a lamp to my feet and a light for my path. My friend, walking in this dark world without the light, and I tell you, we will be lost. We will be lost. I would like to ask my sweetie pie and Jackie, as they will sing thy word, this will remind us if we will not accept the light, we could not walk. We don't have any direction living in this world because it's just all dark. But if we have this light will guide us, will teach us. I hope that we will realize that light is not optional. What makes your life beautiful? Because there is light. Can you imagine if there is no light, despite what you wear tonight, you could not see it. Despite how precious is your ring, your necklace, your watch, whatever you have, without light there is no beauty at all. But because of light, it makes life beautiful. And that is Jesus Christ. Can we sing that? I would like to ask the congregation to please stand up.
To my feet and a
speaking to us. Father, I thank you, Lord, for those individuals who believe and accepted the Lord Jesus Christ as their personal Lord and Savior. Maybe, Father, there are some individuals here who don't have the light that is Jesus Christ. Lord, it is my prayer, just like Nicodemus. Jesus said to him, he said, be born. You must be born again. Now, Father, it is my prayer that you will be the one to speak to them. That somehow the light, which is Jesus Christ, will give them beauty in their lives. But Lord, without this light, it's just chaos. Without this light, it's just confusion. Without this light, it's just an agony. Lord, I pray, whoever that person already here, Lord, I pray, would you speak to that person, Lord. I pray that he would know the Lord Jesus Christ and he will believe and receive him. Father, thank you so much, Lord. I pray, maybe, Lord, the time when Jesus Christ came, people have rejected him. But Lord, I pray that in this very moment, as the Holy Spirit is knocking at the door of their hearts, Lord, I pray that they will believe and receive Jesus Christ. That they will rather choose the light rather than darkness. Father, thank you for speaking to us tonight. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Please take your seat. Thank you.
Praise God from whom all blessings flow. Praise Him, all creatures here below. Praise Him above, ye heavenly hosts. Praise Father, Son, and Holy